Sage Valmiki just discovered the perfect poetic meter, but to compose an epic of 24,000 verses, he needed a way to observe the unobservable. He had to know the exact dialogues, the hidden emotional moments, and the precise chronological details of a massive, sweeping history. A purely mechanical undertaking of this scale seemed impossible for any human mind to reconstruct from fragments of oral tradition. To meet this requirement, the text describes a specific physical preparation. Valmiki washed his hands and feet, took a sip of pure water, and seated himself upon a mat of sacred kusha grass, turning his face toward the east. This physical grounding was the prerequisite for dhyana, a state of profound yogic meditation. For the ancient sages, meditation was a technology, a rigorous discipline used to pierce the veil of normal time and space, allowing human consciousness to access information beyond the reach of physical senses. Valmiki utilized this expanded state of consciousness to record the deeds of Rama with absolute accuracy. This meditative discipline allowed him to see past events as they occurred, providing the foundational details required to compose the epic. Through the grace of the Creator, Lord Brahma, Valmiki was granted Divya Dristi, a divine vision. The barriers of linear time dissolved, allowing him to witness the past, present, and future occurring simultaneously. The ancient text uses a highly specific metaphor to describe this experience. He saw the entirety of Rama's life, in all its sweeping complexity, clearly and completely, as a piece of fruit resting perfectly in his palm. This table of contents identifies Chapter 3 as the deeds of Rama that will be described in the sacred poem. It serves as a literal, high-speed transcription of the omniscient vision that flashed before Valmiki's closed eyes. The vision floods his mind in a continuous sequence. Valmiki witnesses the birth of the 4 royal princes of Ayodhya. He sees the youthful Rama, marked by an unmatched benevolence and universal goodwill. The vision flashes forward to a grand contest, the violent snapping of a massive celestial bow, and Rama winning Princess Sita in marriage. Then the golden sequence fractures. Valmiki watches as Queen Kaikeyi initiates a dark political plot. The preparations for Rama's coronation are abruptly halted, replaced by a crushing decree of 14-year exile. Without a word of protest, Rama, Sita, and his brother Lakshmana trade royal garments for robes of bark and walk into the wilderness. The immediate fallout is devastating. King Dasaratha, unable to bear the separation from his son, dies of a broken heart. The royal exiles cross the sacred river Ganga, severing ties with their home, while a desperate Prince Bharatha secures Rama's sandals to place upon the empty throne in Nandigrama. In these opening flashes, Valmiki observes the ultimate test of dharma, the ancient law of righteousness. The vision makes it clear that true duty requires the willing sacrifice of absolute power. The vision drives deeper into the dense, unmapped Dandaka forest. Valmiki sees the exiled royals living a life of quiet asceticism, taking counsel with great sages like Agastya, and defending the forest boundaries by slaying the terrifying demon Virata. But the isolated peace is fragile. The tension spikes with the sudden appearance and subsequent mutilation of the demoness Shurpanakha. Her disfigurement acts as a tripwire, pulling the shadow-draped figure of the Titan King, Ravana, directly into the narrative. The sequence culminates in a cascade of tragedy. An illusory golden deer draws Rama away from the hermitage. In his absence, Sita is violently abducted by Ravana. As she's carried away, the noble Vulture King attempts a desperate airborne rescue, only to be knocked fatally wounded out of the sky. This marks the precise inflection point in Valmiki's vision. The story breaks the boundaries of a simple family dispute over succession and escalates into a full-scale cosmic war between divine order and chaos. The geography of the vision expands dramatically. At the shores of Lake Pampa, Rama forms a strategic alliance with the Monkey King Sugriva and his formidable minister, Hanuman. To seal this pact, Rama slays Sugriva's usurping brother, Bali, securing a vast, unconventional army. The scale of the feats becomes staggering. Hanuman executes a breathtaking, gravity-defying leap across the southern ocean to locate Sita. His discovery of her in captivity sparks a retaliatory inferno, leaving the majestic island city of Lanka engulfed in flames. The final push is relentless. Millions of monkey soldiers engineer an impossible stone bridge across the churning sea. They lay siege to the fortified island, triggering a series of brutal, earth-shaking pitched battles that end only with the destruction of Ravana himself. As Valmiki watches Lanka fall, the vision solidifies a crucial reality. Divine justice is never achieved in isolation. To restore balance to the world, even an incarnation of a god required unbreakable alliances and relentless personal valor. The rapid flow of images finally begins to slow. Valmiki watches the victorious return to Ayodhya aboard the celestial Pushpaka chariot. He sees the long-awaited Rajabhishek, Rama's glorious, radiant coronation as king. Yet the vision does not end purely in triumph. Valmiki is forced to witness the heavy, complex aftermath, the heart-wrenching repudiation of Sita due to public doubt, completing the agonizing cycle of earthly duty and sacrifice. The overwhelming flow of images resolves into a single, quiet moment. Valmiki snaps his eyes open and reawakens to the physical world of the hermitage, his mind now holding the specific structure of all 24,000 verses. A sequence of events spanning a human lifetime, containing the struggles of empires and the whims of the cosmos, was absorbed and processed in a single, silent, meditative trance. Armed with the complete narrative, Valmiki's role shifts. He steps out of the state of passive observation and takes up the mantle of the active poet. His task now is to render this raw vision into the sweet, measured stanzas of the Ramayana. Chapter 3 explicitly outlines the philosophical benefits for anyone who engages with this history. It states that the story confers righteousness, or dharma, worldly prosperity, known as artha, and deep, resonant delight. The Ramayana functions as a structural device within the Sanskrit tradition. It is a literary mechanism explicitly